Hey guys, this is John. I'm playing Delario in the 3-minute pool on ICC. This is a Grandmaster from Spain. I'm going to check the stats when I can in a second. Let's play Knight C3, and we are going to have ourselves a Nimzo-Indian. Jose Manuel Lopez Martinez is this player's name. And he is playing the D5 version of the Queen C2 Nimzo. Sometimes I get sick of playing the Queen C2 Nimzo, but I really feel it's like the best way or very close to the best way of combating this opening. I haven't really found anything else that makes me as comfortable as this line. Moreover, it avoids a lot of the structural problems that you have in other variations like E3, for instance. So I just took on D5. He's taking on D4. Interesting. So I can play Queen A4 check if I want. Are you just allowing me that opportunity? Queen A4 check, Knight C6, take on C6. Isn't that just a piece? Looks like it to me.
Check.
I mean, he could block with something else and let me take on B4, but that's not really in his playbook. Looks like he might have miscalculated a bit. Yeah, he'll probably play Bishop D7 if I had to venture a guess. Bishop D7, Queen takes B4, take on C3. Queen here instead. Yeah, I should probably take... If I take D7 and then take D4... Nah, let's take this guy. Now take E6. I think I'm just winning a pawn. Yeah. So, a pawn to the good. He castles. Let's just keep it simple. I maybe want to get the dark square bishop outside the chain is the only thing. It takes a little while to do that. Let's play E3. Bishop C4 coming with tempo. He can play the queen to G4 then and attack G2. He's choosing a little bit more of a forcing option. Okay, let's play queen C4. Offer a queen trade. Queen G6 maybe to hamper my development. Knight H4, he has queen G4 once again. If bishop D3, he can take on G2. Knight E5? Knight E5, queen here. Okay. Need to figure out a way to complete my developments. All right, I'm going to do something a little strange. Let's go here. And then when he plays queen G4, I'll play G3 to defend the knight. Whereupon I'll be threatening F3 for one thing. Yeah, because the knight needs defending. So how's he going to get out of this? The F3 threat. Just attacks my queen. Maybe queen E2 now. Looking for a trade. Let's pre-move this capture. We're down to a minute 14. Alright. He's going to go queen over to A5, maybe. Okay, let's just develop. Got to speed up a little bit. This is going to be a 1-minute game pretty soon. Okay. Bishop C4. Didn't see that move. Okay, let's just bring this over. Oh boy, okay. I'm trying to defend against knight B4 coming. Maybe threaten knight F5 myself. I need to get my king to safety. Knight F5 would be really nice, though, if I could play it. And he knows his position is pretty bad, so I think that's why he's going to speed up now. Let's take this. I think we got to get rid of that guy. Bring this knight back. Not sure what that really achieved, actually, knight D4. Let's go B4. Stopping C5. I have so many light square weaknesses now, though. It's imperative that this knight stick around on this square. If it doesn't, I could be in trouble. All right, 39 seconds. What are we going to be able to do with this? Let's play A4. Just want to see if I can get him to take and step into a pin. Buy some time for us to play like F3 and king F2, for instance. I need to get coordinated. How's he going to get out of this pin? Doesn't look easy. This queen and bishop are so awkward. I guess he can play queen B6. Yeah, he has that move. All right, nevertheless, we're completing our development. He'll play bishop B5. Let's get stuff going towards his king. Maybe h4, h5, h6. Pipe dream. Ooh, his king is so open now. So open, but I can't do anything.
Check.
Okay, let's check. Trying to attack f6. c5, that would defend, but I can just take his pawn.
Time warning.
Let's go here and see if we can induce a trade. Oh, my rook's trapped. Or my knight's trapped, I mean. All right. Strange stuff, this game. All right, now I want to take and then play g5 thereafter. Is he going to run with his king?
Check.
Try to check on the back rank.
Check. Check.
Run, king, run. I think I confused him a little bit. All right, he ran out of time. What a sloppy game towards the end. Horrible. I don't know why I didn't take his rook back. I just was like trying to surprise him. I had a feeling I would win on time towards the end, but did I miss something right around the time that he played g6? Because I wanted to play queen takes f6, but he'll take on f5, and I didn't see anything other than a perpetual against his open king. All right, let's have a look. So he plays d5, which is very much like a Rogozin variation. And I played knight f3. I've been experimenting with like not taking a pawn on d5. Usually I would just take it, but if knight f3, d takes c4, I was going to play bishop g5 and play it like a pawn sacrifice. But he did this. I took here, and then he took on d4. Interesting, but probably bad, right? Queen a4 check. It's important to look for, you know, moves that are not obvious in positions that suddenly become sharp.
Check.
So he played c takes d4 a little casually, but I'm certain he did not look at queen a4. So queen d7, take here, and we wind up winning a pawn. But it wasn't easy to consolidate because I'm a bit behind in development. You can make like all these annoying moves. I felt like I was doing okay. Okay, here bishop d3 is simpler. So don't waste time defending the knight on h4. Instead, just counterattack. Yeah, I suppose so. Rook e8. Now g3. Okay, threatening f3. Yeah, what did I do? I played g3 right away, allowing bishop e6. If bishop d3 had been inserted first, then he doesn't have that. So as the computer was saying, like bishop d3, rook e8, g3. Now bishop e6 is not working just due to queen takes e4. So I'm on the knight twice. As played, though, he got all this counterplay. And here I could play bishop e2, counterattack his queen, but my advantage is slim, possibly disappearing. And then just enough to keep me from castling. Yeah, and I didn't see bishop c4, and I could wind up being worse pretty easily now, I think, with my king caught in the middle. Knight d4. This move probably wasn't good. Yeah, if he had played c5 and just driven my knight away, knight d4 looks rather pointless, doesn't it? I need to play rook c1, or, I mean, I would have loved to have time to do a move like f3, king f2. I wonder if that's possible here. Rook d3 is coming, though. Yeah. I lost the thread over the past, I don't know, 7-8 moves. b4. Okay, a4 might have been a little unnecessary. I guess I could have just played like f3 right away and tried to put my king on f2, but I felt it would be good to give back the pawn but distract him, make him spend some time getting out of the pin. Queen b6 was a good way to do that, though. So the point is, if rook takes a4, he can take on d4 with either his queen or his rook. And I'm pinned on my e-pawn. Now I felt I should be better because my knight makes a better impression than his bishop. But 30 seconds apiece, it's just going to be a time scramble. This was an annoying move. I didn't know what to do. Because if this, I think it's just a draw. Like, yeah, I get to check him and win the f5 pawn maybe, but what do I have other than a draw? Because my rooks can't join the attack. I mean, he's got d7 covered, and d8 is covered by his rook and his queen, so I think it's just a perpetual with best play. I should have played knight d6, hitting the rook, also maintaining the attack on f6. Yeah, I suppose, and then if rook like e6, for instance, Queen b3, strong pinning him. I was thinking like knight coming back to e4 might be an idea too.
Check.
Makes sense. But I gave a check and then went here and suddenly got my knight trapped. And almost certainly should have lost, but I created some problems for him with this idea of g5 followed by g4, threatening to take, rook takes, and then g5. It's like one of the few
Check.
ideas in the position. And then it was just an outright time scramble.
Check.
Where I got
Check.
lucky to flag him.
Check.
So not the most accurately played game, but interesting nonetheless. And yeah, it's important to look at moves like other than knight takes d4. So looking at like queen a4 check, because I didn't just assume that he had calculated this properly. I actually wanted to verify his calculations, and it turns out queen a4 is a good move. So if you find yourself playing autopilot moves, try to correct that habit. You know, don't just play an automatic recapture, because that's what you're quote unquote supposed to do in a position. All right, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll be back tomorrow with another Blitz video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.